afternoon. I'm here with the giveaway journal that I mentioned in my last video when I was doing the flip throughs. I've had a right few days, so it's been a bit of right time trying to get this done. It really has. I'll tell you the story as we go through. So this is going to be the giveaway. Okay, this huge, great, big, chunky journal is going to be the giveaway. It doesn't matter where you live; it's open to everybody. And to get this journal, which I'll show you shortly, you need to, be part of Cara Brandon's group, Cara Brandon and Friends, and favourite, you know, when you do the favourite on Etsy, press the little heart for Cara too, and like her YouTube channel. Lydia, it's Etsy, do the same, press the heart on her Etsy store, Raindrop Lila, and I will find her Instagram. I'm not sure what her Instagram is. I need to find her Instagram. If you've got Instagram, do go and like her Instagram, please, and obviously her YouTube channel, and be a subscriber of mine. I will write it all down below. I know it's quite a lot, but this is about supporting these two girls who have supported me over the past sort of almost a year now. And it's a wee thank you to them, and also a thank you to my subbies who have been absolutely amazing, because I've not always been able to answer the questions with my health, with Ramadan, and after this week, it's been one of those weeks. Oh my days, my days, my days. It has been unreal. Those who have been following my videos will know that poor Jodie downstairs, her washing machine went and she got a new one. Well, Friday night, she puts the washing on and goes out, comes back, and it's stuck on 49 minutes. She can't do anything with it. She eventually got it to drain. Okay, so she got it to drain, and then later on she managed to get it to spin. But it won't wash. Okay, so we're back to me helping her out with the washing at the moment. The guy came out, the engineer, and he said it will be quicker for me to repair it than to send it back and get another one coming out. He said it's going to take you, a good few weeks to do it that way. So apparently it's something to do with the motor and the drum. Poor lass, honestly, you get a brand new washing machine and it's not working. And my fridge freezer, a couple of people have seen the bear I had in the freezer. The bear, it's a lump of ice that looked like a bear. And so I defrosted it on Saturday, got rid of the bear in the freezer, and realised it's actually popped. It's not working anymore. So obviously what's happened is the ice that must have accumulated in the top box had dripped through, and that's what had caused the ice there, and it's obviously been kept that cold that it hadn't actually defrosted yet. So I'd obviously caught it around about the time it had popped. So mine are broken. Fridge freezer, mind you, I've had it 23 years, so for me that was amazing. 23 years, I can cope with that. Anyway, so I've managed to order another one, which is actually due today in the next few hours. Oh my flipping days. That was Saturday. Sunday, Jodie messages me. She says, I'm trying to sort my fridge freezer out. She said, it's broken. I was like, you have got to be kidding. So now her fridge freezer's gone. So the little freezer I've got downstairs is going to go into hers later on when my one arrives, so I can put the food into this one. So at least she's got a freezer. And she apparently had a tiny little under the sink, under the top fridge. So at least she, until she can get another fridge freezer. And I'm like, this is just not happening. Everything's just gone up. So I've had to move 2 big bookcases, get all the books out, and goodness knows what else. I really have. It's been a nightmare. And I'm actually facing the window today, right up against the sink, because obviously they've got to get in behind me to get them into here and then take the old one down. So it's just been absolutely mental the last few days. So anyway, this is our journal. Now, I ordered this lovely, lovely fabric, and it came through, and it is really nice. I was actually more impressed than I thought I would be. And it is a beautiful, beautiful fabric. I've kept this quite simple because I thought whoever gets this is going to want to, you know, make it their own, you know, particularly if it goes to America, because, you know, you celebrate the 4th of July. And obviously I've used the 2 kits from Cara and from Lidia. Now this is one of Cara's lovely, lovely pockets. I've used some doilies in this one. I don't often use doilies. And this is one of her tags that I've embellished. And this ephemera is a bit of Lydia's ephemera. If you want to see the kits, I will link the video down below, and then you will know what belongs to what. You know, which one belongs to what. I've put, like, this is one of Lydia's, and this is one of Cara's. So what I've done is I've printed Cara's and then backed them with Lydia's, and then turned them back and forth so you can see what's what in here. And then I've made some lovely envelopes. This is one of Lydia's, and that's one of Cara's. I will probably forget all of them, who does what. Oh dear. But on this you can actually see the stars on the back. And I've put a lot of dyed paper, red and blue paper in this as well. So, you know, it's quite full, and I've done quite a lot on it to try and fill it out. This is one of Lydia's, and this is one of Lydia's as well. And this is one of Cara's big tags. This big tag is part of the Friday freebie that she's done. So if you want this, you can go to her. Sorry, that's something arriving downstairs. You can go to her group, and in the group you can pick up the Friday freebies. Okay, so you know that's where these big tags have come from, and they're fab, aren't they? They're really, really lovely, the big tags. And this is one of Lydia's papers. Now these, they're Lydia's, and that's Lydia's. Isn't that fabulous? Those poppies, absolutely gorgeous. This, I've got 2 of these, plus there's a page, but I've printed the page at the same size as you have a journaling card. They're from Paulette, and they are last year's June club. So if you want those, I will link last year's June club that she does, which has about 400 or 500 images in it. I can't remember how many, but it's loads. And that's where those balloons came. And I got the balloons because Cara used balloons in hers. And then you've got the wee little laddie here. Isn't he cute? Now, I found this. Now, it's actually quite a big bezel. But it's got one of those balloons in it again. So it's if you get the journal, you might not want to keep this in there. You might actually want to take this one out because it's quite bumpy. I mean, you can see it's quite a size, but it's beautiful and it fits perfectly with the theme of this, you know, 4th of July and all the balloons. Isn't that lovely? That's one of Lydia's, and I've used my tear ruler, but the big side, and then inked it up, and it looks really fab. I've kept the pockets quite simple as well because I thought you want to be able to make this your own, don't you? And these got their dangles on. Aren't they lovely? Lovely images from Lydia. Really lovely. And of course the tag is Cara's, and this ephemera is Cara's. And then I've put a paper bag in. There is one page upside down. How I did it, I don't know. Because I specifically went right the way through and I actually checked every one, but somehow there is a page upside down. If you want to take that page out, just take it out or cover it up. But I wanted to tell you, I specifically didn't cover it up because I wanted to tell you there was one page that's gone a bit awry. Anyway, there's a paper bag in here for whatever you want to pop in. Obviously, well, it does open. I promise you, it does open. Get your fingers in the way. Yeah. And I thought, well, I've not put a paper bag in for a long time, and I thought it would be quite nice. Isn't this lovely from Cara? Absolutely love this image, really do. And the national songs, that's from Paulette, again, from the same club. And there's just some fabulous things. Look at this image here. Now, that's one of Lydia's. I think it's absolutely amazing. it's a sort of one, when I was teaching art, the GCSE, they would have loved to have drawn that. You know, a lot of them drew buildings. They just loved doing buildings, and that would have been amazing to do. And again, these are from Paulette as well. You've actually got 3 of each colour on a page. 3 of this colour, then you've got the red and the blue from the same one. Postcard from Lydia. Isn't that lovely? Absolutely love that one. That one's one of Paulette's, I think, if I remember correctly. And then this is one of Cara's lovely journaling cards. And this is underneath here. I've just turned that, tore that in half. That's from Lydia. So I've really used the pair of them together to complement one another right the way through. There's no using one more than the other in this. It's really, really done fair right the way through. It really is. I love these pockets. They're really gorgeous. There's the Liberty Bell. And that's another lovely postcard. There we go. Isn't that fab? Absolutely lovely. Of course, for somebody, you know, that you may not actually be in America, but it'd be lovely for American history, you know, if you're into American history, you know. Isn't that lovely? Absolutely gorgeous. I love that from Lydia. That's Lydia's as well. And this is our Cara. They're cute little faces. This is from Lydia, but then all this and that's from Cara. And there's another envelope on the back. I love this one. I was just sat there. I've been putting, you know, old paper, you know, book paper on the back of the tags and that to try and give them more of a vintage look. Really was what I was doing. And these sayings. Now that one is, I can do all the things through Christ who strengthens me. Now Lydia has a whole page of freedom type of sayings that can be used from her kit. Now the kit, she's actually named the kit Freedom. And she's actually got them in Portuguese as well. So if you want them in Portuguese, she's got these sayings in Portuguese. And that's one of Cara's buttons. Of course, little stars on the back. Oops. We're jumping today. You can see that lovely paper from Cara, can't you? Absolutely beautiful. But it's amazing how well these two kits just blend together. Absolutely beautifully. That's one of Paulette's, I'm sure of it. And the fireworks going off. Because our firework day is in November, 5th of November. And that's when Guy Fawkes tried to blow up the Houses of Parliament. So ours is more exciting. Great, isn't it? You know, celebrating somebody trying to blow up the Houses of Parliament. And that's one of the lovely big tags again, which I've decorated. Popped an American stamp on it. There's 2 stamps in here, and what I loved about them was they've come from a very, very old stamp album. And you remember the little stamp hinges that you used to use many, many moons ago? Here, you can actually see where it's actually coloured the back of the stamp. You can got that lovely browny colour coming through. And I thought, well, that looks so nice. And that's one of Lydia's here. And that's Cara's there. That just looks so nice. And I've used bits of the fabric from the front to do the tassely bits. And that's from our Lydia. That's from Lydia. See, Lydia's got some fabulous pictures in hers, really has. And hers is a lot bigger kit. How lovely is that? Star Spangled Banner. And the Cunard line. As you can see, this is Mammoth. I've really had fun. That's my Paulette's. And that's from Lydia. Oops. There we go. It's a lovely house again. Absolutely love that. And this is from Paulette. Isn't that fab? That's from Lydia. But it's got so much potential now to add on and then make it your own. I love that painting, I really do. I think it's absolutely beautiful. Freedom is not a gift bestowed upon us by other men, but a right that belongs to us by the laws of God and nature. Benjamin Franklin. Now she's got a set of these, so you've got Benjamin Franklin and other people with their famous sayings in, which are really lovely. I enjoyed doing this one. When I'd used the middle bit of the banner, and then the little bits that were left over I stuck on there, and it turned out so great. I was tickled pink the way it turned out. It's funny, isn't it? You know, if you keep these little bits, sometimes you don't have to throw them away. You can use them on something. Yeah, that's just quite a plain envelope again. There we go. And there's not, that's Cara's journal card again. And these are from Lydia. Paulette, if I remember. Yeah, Paulette's that one. And that one's Lydia. Fab, aren't they? Really lovely. Yeah, here. The people never give up their liberties, but under some delusion. Edmund Burke. So, you know, you can see you've got several of these right the way through the journal. How fabulous is that? Really powerful, isn't it? Really, really powerful. I've left these long, so you can add whatever you want onto it. Where liberty dwells, there is my country. Benjamin Franklin. Oops, a daisy. Going for a bit now. Yeah. And that's the blue one. I love that she used the hot air balloons in this. It really has been lovely, our Cara. And that's the page that I decided to print off as a journaling card to marry up with the images that our Cara has put in here. Lovely, lovely image, that one, isn't it? Oops. I love the kids that Cara found. I think they're just adorable. And then we are America and the Atlantic Ocean. These little tots, look at them. Actually, seeing the fireworks on the floor. My first husband, I was at his house and we'd got a load of fireworks ready for firework night, and him and his brother were just looking through them. And it was when they changed the touch light, because the touch light used to be you touched it with, you know, a flame or whatever, and it would take forever and quite often go out. And they suddenly brought in this new touch light. Well, he had a cigarette in his hand and he's touched it on the touch paper, which you used to be able to do and then just snub it out. Well, of course, the flipping fireworks started fizzing, didn't he? And he's thrown it. And as he's thrown it, sparks from this firework have dripped on all the fireworks that were laid out. I've literally run to the window. I've gone behind the curtain and I've climbed out the window. They couldn't find me. I came in the front door. I'm fine, you know, I don't know what happened to them. But honestly, why do young lads do these things? It was just nuts. Suddenly the whole place, you know, fireworks everywhere. Oh my goodness, then we had to go and buy another lot. This is one of Cara's tags as well. Freedom Song. That's her Friday freebie from 2 weeks ago. The other images from the Friday freebies were the beautiful houses, absolutely gorgeous houses. And they were from birthday cards, and she'd cleaned them up. There. Wear none of thine own chains, but keep free whilst thou art free. Now that 4, I've been using an old book as book paper, you know, it's what I've been using through here. And as I picked a couple of pages up, there was chapter 4. And I thought, how lovely. And it kind of like goes with that house so well. So I've stuck that in there as well, just a little bit different. Fab, aren't they? I've just really enjoyed doing this. But I've not had the time to spend on it like I normally would, you know, because I could then just concentrate on it. Because, you know, with freezers and, It's just been mental here, you know, and I've had to move all the furniture so they can get up the stairs. And isn't this a fabulous picture? I absolutely love that from Lydia. I really do. Absolutely gorgeous. And I'll walk in liberty for I seek your precepts. And there's the other stamp there. Fabulous. That's something else just come downstairs. We're doing good today. There's another lovely envelope. And of course it's been chucking it down for days and days and days, and poor Canada have just been absolutely, it's been too hot, hasn't it? They've had deaths and all sorts of been too hot. That's the other bloom one from Paulette. And there's our lovely Liberty Bell. Fabulous, isn't it? Cara, you know, when you look at Cara's images now and what she's doing now from when she started back, it was just after this time last year. Unbelievable. You know, she's really, really grown in what she's doing. Isn't he fab? Look. All dressed up with the Statue of Liberty there. There's a lovely old church there. So, I'm hoping you're going to join in this giveaway. Now, we're on Wednesday, so it won't be this Sunday. It'll be the Sunday after now, so it'll be a week and a half. I'll actually find out what the day is. Because at the moment, I'm just all of a dither. All of a dither with everything going on today. There's that one there with the fireworks on. I put a lot of ledger paper in here as well, which is lovely for writing on. It's beautiful, aren't they? Absolutely gorgeous. These kids, that's Cara. That's definitely Cara, that one. Oops, another Benjamin Franklin then. That's her lovely journaling tags from Cara. Isn't that fab? Absolutely beautiful. There we go. I think we're about there now. Yeah. John Adams. Really lovely. So as I say, there's a lot in here, but there's enough, because I've made it really big and chunky, there's enough for you to add what you want into it and make it your own. There's a flag there. Oops. Now, of course, if you're not interested in America itself, if you know you happen to be over here, you can always gift it, can't you, if you win it. Whoops, that is not going to sit on there, are you? Just being silly. There we go, and that's the end. So that is the journal for the giveaway. As you can see, she's a right fat lady. She really is, really big fat lady she is. So I'll have to work out the exact date, and I'll put it in the comments below. I'll put all the girls' links there. Now, something else with this sari silk. I'm not cutting the sari silk because once you start adding stuff in, you need it to be longer, don't you? And if it's not long enough, you're going to be in a position where you won't be able to draw, you know, make a lovely big bow on the end of it. So I'm not actually going to cut the sari silk to size. I'm just going to leave it as it is. So you then have the choice of how big you want your bow, you know, once you've put everything in it. So it's going to come just as it is like this, okay? So thank you so much for being here. Do join in, and I will put Cara's and Lydia's information down below, and of course Paulette's June from last year club. The clubs that Paulette does, if you haven't been around me before, Paulette does emails, and you get them each day through the month. You get 3 emails a day, and there's averages between 4 and 5 images in each email that you get, okay? So you get roughly 15 images a day, and that's over 30 days. So there's a lot of images, but the cost of them is very, very reasonable. I think the most she ever charges is about $8, and that's for all these images. Last Christmas's one was absolutely huge. So she lost count of how many images she'd sent when she got to about 400. So they're well worth it, and you get everything. And while you're in the club, it's not a subscription where you have to keep it up every month. You decide whether you want it that month or not, by the way. And you've got images from everywhere. She does do the images for what that particular season is. Like June would have had 4th of July images in it. If you're looking at October, you'll have Halloween in it, for example, or November will have Christmas. Do you know what I mean? She does do that. But if there's anything you particularly want images on, if you email her, she will put them in the club. They are all copyright-free images, and there are some images that she has created herself, like she will create papers, pockets, you know, things like that. So it's a real mixture, but the images are amazing. I mean, I've had to order external hard drive so I could keep all mine. And then that turned up, and I went to plug it in, and what happens? It won't plug in properly because there's something wrong inside. So that was the other thing that's happened this week. Oh my days, this has got to be the end of the electrical problems, seriously. It's just been one of them weeks, but we're still smiling and we're still laughing. So have a wonderful day, everybody. Do come along and do this. As I say, if you want to see these images, they're in the video before this one, and what I will do is I will link it, because you might want some of these images, you know, or you might not be too sure which kit they came out of. So I will link both the images down below, love, and hopefully somebody that I know will win it. If not, it'd be a real pleasure to meet somebody new. Anyway, do you like my new paper? This is a tablecloth. I got this because I saw the gorgeous images, and I thought how wonderful these would be to cut out for journaling. So I've stuck it on here to show you all. It's absolutely gorgeous. And the other thing I've got, if anybody knows our Artie Maze, Andrea, going back at Easter, she found some lovely napkins. One had bunnies on it, which I got hold of, and the other one had insects on it. There were 9 insects, you know, 3, 3, 3, and or bumblebees and things like that on it. And I couldn't get that one. Well, this week Sainsbury's have actually got them in, and I thought I'm going to order 2 packs because then I can gift some out. And a couple of the designs that I wanted, they didn't have in stock, so I've lined up with 3 packs. So I will be gifting these out, you know, Happy Mail type of thing, or if I'm, you know, if we do a swap with somebody and things like that. So that was really, really good. But I thought I'm going to have to show you this. It's just so, so pretty. It really is. It's absolutely lovely. I love it to bits. And I can't wait to cut it up. But it's going to stay on here for now until I get my kitchen back to normal. I was supposed to be doing my bedroom first before I started the kitchen, so it's all turned round. So I've got a new desk coming that's going to have to sit in the hallway, and 2 filing cabinets, and they're going to have to sit in the hallway until I've sorted all this pig's breakfast out in here first. Never mind. Anyway, have an amazing day, everybody. Hope you had an amazing 4th of July too, because I've not actually spoken to anybody about the 4th of July because I've not been able to get online with having so much to do here. But I'm just hoping you all had an amazing, amazing day. I really do. We actually had, now this is really funny, we've got an app called Wayfarer, and you can get furniture and things like that from, and I could not find the sort of desk I wanted. Anyway, I went on this app and I found one, and they had a Black Friday sale. So for the 4th of July, they had a Black Friday sale, and I got a lot of money off this desk, so I'm over the moon. So thank you, America. Anyway, I must stop blethering. Have an amazing day, and I will see you all soon, because I've got banyas that I'm working on, and Zern. She's got a wonderful, wonderful mate coming up as well, a challenge. So love and blessings. I'll see you all soon.